Good morning, everybody. I just thought I would try a little bit 5 minutes early this time instead of being prominently 5 minutes late. Hang on, let me turn off my volume here. Hope everybody's doing well this morning. Hope your life is treating you fairly. We're leaving in the morning, heading to our next destination, which is ultimately going to be in Singapore. I'm really excited. Hopefully everybody can hear me okay. Let's do the typical sound check. Let me know if you guys can hear me okay. I'll just wait for somebody to say, yeah, Chuck, everything is perfect, and then we'll continue. Okay, must be no sound. Sound check. Hello, everybody. Do I need to do sign language? Little echo. Okay, I'm upstairs. I really live in like a cave, you know, like a tunnel. So I'm sorry about the echo. But yeah, I don't live in a soundproof room. Maybe one day when I get a video on YouTube. Anyway, we are headed to Singapore. Typically, I don't really give like exact times when I travel. On the members only site, I always do. We talk back and forth pretty much live on location. But here's the reason why. It's not that I'm kind of behind on, well, I am a little behind on my videos because you can't really make a video, edit it, produce it, and put it up in the same day. These types of videos, I don't think so. But here's the thing, and this has happened to me a few times prior to me doing this for the last few years, is I would give a location to where we were going to be, and people would come out of their way to actually try to meet up with us. And there's probably about 4 different ways to communicate with me. And people will communicate, tell me, hey, I'm coming here, I'm going to be there. Get with me whenever you guys get here. And it'll get buried. I can't figure out where the guy contacted me, and it happens a few times. And then somebody may go out of their way to try to meet us, and then it appears like I'm avoiding them. But so I just kind of stopped doing that because it was really becoming too much of a chore instead of enjoying the moment. And the video stuff is easy for me, but when it comes to dealing with that part of the YouTube channel, it becomes like too much like a job, and I didn't want to upset anybody, so I pretty much stopped doing that. That being said, if you guys follow us on our Facebook page, then we can communicate easily back and forth, and you guys can know where we are. Plus, when you're dealing with Facebook, you kind of get an idea of who you're talking to, So, not that I'm worried about anything. I mean, I drive around with a vehicle with my name on the back of it. I make video sharing my life. My address is in the description box. I'm not really too worried about, odd people. But anyway, we're headed to Singapore. Tomorrow we are going to be in Korat. We're going to leave here. Hello, Nalani. How are you? You got your pants already? Wow, that was extremely fast. Very cool. I guess the planes are moving around quite a bit these days. I'll get to you guys' questions in just a moment. I want to take some time to answer some questions. I get really behind on the comment section. It's kind of difficult, as you know, to manage that kind of stuff. I want to reply to everybody, but it's kind of hard. Seems to be pointing upward. Okay, let's see. Let me see if I can make this perfect. This isn't, okay. How is that? Nalani, thank you very much. You didn't have to do that. Was a gift for you. So we're going to be in Korat tomorrow, and then we are going to be in Bangkok. We're going to be staying at the hotel. I don't remember the name of the place right now. The hotel that's inside. Well, it's across the street from the airport. You got to walk down the hallway to get there. We're going to spend the night there. We'll spend the day, afternoon, and the night there, and then get up in the morning and get on a plane. I think it's like a 2-hour, 45-minute flight to Singapore. A lot of people have reached out to us giving us advice on Singapore, and I think that's awesome. But of course, you guys do that all the time, and we really appreciate that. We are actually traveling, and I've mentioned this quite a few times, and we're traveling with some Singaporean friends. His wife is Thai. We've known them for quite a while, and the reason why we're going at this point, and I'm not in Prachuap with my mom right now, is because he is in Singapore for 2 weeks. So we said, well, let's just go for 5 days while you're there, and we can get a good tour from a local. So that's some of the reason why we're going right now. I'm gonna get more coffee. So we'll get to see some of the local stuff is really what I'm kind of interested in, but I really just enjoy wandering around mostly, you know. I'm not big on like scheduled stuff, but he did send me an itinerary of all the things that we're possibly going to be doing, so which it looks like it's going to be an extremely fun trip. After that, we are actually Joe and Gift are going to meet us at the airport that morning, and they're coming with us. They've been invited. Hang on a second, I got a little camera technicality here. Let me fix my room up. There we go. They're going to meet us there, Joe and Gift, or Gift and Joe, or however you want to say it. And we're going to have a good time. And we're going to come back, head to Prachuap for a couple of days. There's some things I need to take care of for Mom. One of her batteries is her scooter is not dead. She's still getting around okay. It's just one of the batteries I think is not charging well. So I got her a good set of maintenance-free. They're a 20 amp battery instead of the 7.5 or whatever the hell they were. I wanted to get her some gel cell batteries, but they don't make one. I needed to do some measuring because these batteries are like $100 each, and she needs 4 of them, which isn't that big of a deal for a gel cell battery. It's really, really good. A lot of these are 100 amp hour batteries, but they were a little too big, and I didn't know for sure if I could fit them in a compartment. And yeah, so that's why I didn't do that. So we'll try the 20 amp ones. Get down there, fix that. I'm taking Mom on a trip, so I'm gonna get her out. It's hot right now for her, and she's kind of been lacking on her exercise duties. So I'm taking her to the beach for 5 days. I'll tell you now where we're going. It's going to be out on Krabi. I was going to take her to Koh Samui, but she's never been to Krabi, and I don't know. I'm not a big fan of Koh Samui during the high season anyway, but it's actually raining season. And it's off and on, so we're probably going to get a little wet. But I think she'll enjoy being around, you know, Falang stuff. Just get her out of the house. That was my plan to do with Mom, you know, as much as she possibly can, was to get her to travel. She's not a very good traveler. Like, she doesn't really like it much, but things change. So that's pretty much what's going on with me. We pretty much packed yesterday. I got a few things I've got to do. We're packing light for Singapore, but we're leaving some stuff in our vehicle for the rest of the trip. I don't know how long we're going to be gone. I just booked 4 nights at a really nice resort on the water in Ao Nang. And I told my mom, she goes, well, let's do 5 or 6. I said, okay. That's fine. But what I did was I just booked 4 here, and it's like a weekday. So if she wants to stay longer, we just book more days. But I was thinking about taking a little boat ride over to Railay Beach and just kind of checking it out a little bit. And then we might stay a night or 2 over on that side as well. So who knows? Okay, well, let me get to some of you guys. I see the comment section is lighting up right now, so let me try to see if I can answer some questions, since I've been lacking that in the comments in the section in on the YouTube channel. I'll try to be nice. Normally, when I do a live stream, I like lose like 20 subscribers, but you guys be nice to me. But I think the problem is that I bite back, I think, too much. So if you don't want a sarcastic response, don't leave a sarcastic comment. Hey, Mike. Felipe, how are you? Just got back from your favorite place. I'm really looking forward to Singapore. I think it's going to be super fun. Papa Deep, hello. Pat, I'm skipping down to the bottom, guys. So if you had some questions, just ask them again. I'll try to get to them as quickly as I can. Pat Ty, good to see you. Well, you are there already in the background. Yes, we are. Tomorrow's video is going to be pretty cool. I got some cool drone footage. By the way, guys, I don't own a drone. I kind of refuse to go down that road with the drone, mainly because I don't want to have to try to add that into my content. Right now, it's easy for me. I'm just kind of like free will, you know? And if I get a drone, then I'm going to have to try to figure ways to put that into the content. So this is footage from on the internet. The great thing about copyright is you can change footage and you can make it your own. So it becomes your footage. It's a wonderful thing. Daz, good to see you. Let me back up. Tim Fink, hey, Chuck, good morning. We just booked a stay at the Ratchakan Hotel in the Koh Phanong for the up and coming week. Looking forward to a good time. How are you guys enjoying Singapore? We're not actually in Singapore. We are still in Koh Phanong, leaving in the morning. I hope you have, the Koh Phanong is awesome. I recommend everybody coming to Koh Phanong. I think it's a wonderful place. Gary Russell, good to see you in Udon. Daz, good morning, Daz. Mitchin Dow, oh, you're talking to somebody else. Good morning. Good morning. Brett, good morning from Canada. Naga, I just got back from Wuhan, Thailand. Hope your trip was good. Dave, good to see you. Dave from Wales. Brock, good morning, Brock. Note to self, no sarcasm. Brock, I know you can take it though. Me and you have a good time together. Of course, we've actually met, but I'm talking about the sensitive folk out there. I think some of them are sleeping right now. It's kind of their bedtime hour. Yeah. Robert Mack, good to see you. Thank you for the thumbs up. Mike Allen, hey, Chuck, be as sarcastic as you want to be. Well, I can't control myself sometimes, but I will try to be nice and polite and as much as I possibly can. So I'm in a good mood today anyway, so things are good. Graham Clark, hello, how are you? Drew is in the house, Tokyo Drew. Now, Drew, I see you all the time on your live streams. I haven't really been popping in and saying much. I've been pretty busy, but I still look at your channel every now and then. You guys got time and can share Tokyo Drew is his channel. He does awesome videos in Japan, and he's a friend of mine. And yeah, we definitely are coming back to Japan, Drew, next year. I think me and Paige are going to stay for an extended period. We're going with some friends to Tokyo for a short period of time, and then we want to head off of the grid, I guess you can say. So maybe Osaka. I'm not sure, but I will definitely get in touch with you when that time comes a little closer. Good to see you. Samwara, thumbs up. Thank you very much. Ricardo Selly, any thought about going to Bali? You and Paige would really enjoy it. We have plans. Well, we don't have plans yet. We have thoughts of going to Malaysia. I don't know about Bali. It's possible, but we have some plans to go to Malaysia. Maybe this year. We got kind of a break between this next trip and our Europe trip. Dave's in the house. Hope everybody's checking out. Gotta love Thailand's awesome vlogs. You've got a lot of things on your plate now, man. A lot of stuff. I've been watching some of your stuff. I don't want to chime in a lot of times because a lot of times when I say hello on other people's live streams, it kind of takes away from what they're talking about. And I don't want to disrupt anything because everybody wants to say hi. And if I try to say hi in the comment section back to everybody, it consumes your time. So gotta check out Dave's channel. He's got a lot of things going. Carlito, good to see you. Hello. Jake is in the house. Greetings from the swamp. Enjoy your trip in Singapore. You're not in Everglades. Yeah. Mom is in the house. Good morning. How are you, Mom? Are you awake, alive, and awake this morning? I'm really behind. I see you said that probably a few minutes ago, so let me try to skip down. I know Mom's excited about her trip coming up. Okay, everybody calm down. Scott Wins is in the house. Good to see you here. Mr. Mitch, good morning. How are you, sir? I would try to get Mom to, let me skip down here on the bottom. Try to get Mom to come on to a boat. I got like way behind. Yeah, what about you coming on the live stream, Mom? You feel up to that? Dow Low, good to see you. Robin Hooper, awesome example of two people just going out and doing it, inspiring and motivational. We're getting ready for launching. Very cool. Mike Silva, it is 8 a.m. for you. No problem. What does that exactly mean? It means that you can't go live, or you can go live, or yes, a yes or no would be better for me. I'm not that smart. Just kidding, Mom. Love you, Mom. Let's see here. Corey is in the house. Good to see you. Tuxedo World, hello. Age, I'm not sure if that's how you say. Jordalyn, I will try to have lunch with your mom, Kara, today. Oh, does she know that? Let's see if we can send Mom an invite. Let me see how this is going to work out. Let's see. Let's try this. Hang on, I'm trying to send Mom an invite. See if she can. It's going to be on your Facebook Messenger, Mom. See if it works out. I don't know if it worked out because you'll pop in on the bottom. Frederick, good to see you. Jimmy, good morning from Finland. Frederick from Melbourne. Stephen Jonas, birthday from Townsville. Happy birthday. Hello, your wife says she likes my hair. Thanks. I just cut it actually myself yesterday. I don't have a decent enough barber here. Wardecker, we'll go to Thailand in November. Can't wait. That's the best time weather-wise to come to Thailand, but it's high season. Mike and Revy, good to see you. Thank you very much for the compliment. Uncle Frank, hello, everybody. You guys got any questions? I know you pretty much know everything. I don't know what you could ask, but if you guys got some questions before his mom could pop on, you need to ask him. Let me check and see if she's. She might be getting set up, like doing her hair, makeup, that kind of stuff. Isa Marina, watching from Borneo. Cool. Hello, Chuck, and hello, Kira. Enjoy Singapore. Thank you very much. Sherry Pollen from Chicago. Very cool. Good to see you. True Gent, your new hairstyle makes you look 10 years younger. Thanks. I mean, I didn't really care at the beginning. It just worked for me, But yeah, it's good for a change, right? Wardecker, I went to Koh Chang about 10 years ago because it's still quiet, chill. Koh Chang is my favorite place. I don't think much has changed probably in that period of time in 10 years. But I tell you, I've been to almost every island and almost every province in Thailand, actually. And Koh Chang is still my most favorite. I really like the Kai Bat area the best. 193 in the house. Very cool. Thank you very much. 141 thumbs up. Thank you, guys. Tommy J, hello, sir. How are you? I hope Austin is treating you well. Hope your mom is doing well. After all is said and done, overall thoughts on your Hawaii trip. I think the Hawaii trip was a success. I think I see mom in the background. Just give me just a moment, mom. Get your camera stable there. I can see and your face in the picture. I think the Hawaii trip was a success. I think a lot of people were really interested in price-wise, But you're sideways, Mom. Looks like you're laying down on the job. She'll get it figured out. I know you don't get it figured out. But I think the Hawaii trip was fun. We had a really good time. We met some awesome people there. And yeah, I mean, it's expensive, but it wasn't that bad. I don't know, maybe it was that bad, but we had a good time. Paige enjoyed it. You may need to log back out if you can't get the camera straight, Mom, and then come back on. Just put your camera kind of horizontal, and then, or stand on the underside of her. That's perfect. Joe Gift, good morning, or Gift Joe. I know you're watching UFC. I saw your comment this morning. I hope you're enjoying yourself in your nice air-conditioned room in front of your gigantic TV watching UFC. I don't get it here. Of course, I don't watch TV, so that's probably the reason why. Uncle Frank, Chuck, just get a buzz cut, then you don't need one for a long time. I don't know if you watched our videos the past 5 years or 6 years. That's normally the way I looked. Don Samuel from Alaska. Good to see you. You're sideways again, Mom. Hey, there you go. You may need to just get off and totally off, and then click the link again to get your camera right. Just when you come back on, make sure you got your camera horizontal. Sorry, guys. We'll get it figured out. Everybody's saying hello, 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 Carletto, hello. Still enjoying the chips, Carletto. Thank you very much for that. Prep for it. Prep for it. You are very lively on my comment section. Sometimes you got to tone it down a little bit, bro. I mean, I do appreciate you got my back. Very few people got my back like you in the comment section, but I do appreciate it. But you got to keep it down a little bit, if you don't mind. When will you be customizing, improving your mom's electric? I mean, how much more stuff do I put solar on it? I'm going to increase the battery strength. There's not too much more I can do to that thing. Captain Photon, good to see you. Let's get the dub gaming. The story about your friend having a stroke, that was very sad. And let me share some of these comments with you guys. I'm not a professional live stream guy. Let's see. It was very sad, and this is supposed to be about no time to be sad. Okay, wait. I'm sorry. This isn't Mr. Rogers' show. There was actually a message behind that you probably missed, but that's okay. Anyway, we have 1,600 more videos. A couple of them probably are sad, but this is about it's not about not having time to be like boo-hoo. It's about not having time for stuff that really doesn't matter. But hey, have a nice day. Daz, Chuck, don't forget to wear your bracelet when you're holding hands with Joe, skipping with Joe. Yeah, I'll do that for you. Mom's still working on, I guess, getting her camera sideways. And I don't know if we're gonna be able to see Mom. She had her camera right to begin with, and then somehow she went sideways. I don't know what happened. If you're listening in the background, Mom, all you got to do is put your camera horizontally on your tripod and then connect to the link, and then it'll be perfect. There you are. See, everything worked out perfect. So maybe you were there. Okay, let's answer some more questions. Please take Daz to Singapore and abandon him. I don't think I can shake off Daz. Mind Geeker, good to see you. Don't get sticker shock in Singapore. Everything is about. I mean, it's okay. I kind of figured that, you know. So, give me a thumbs up whenever you think you might be ready, Mom. It's like her camera's like floating around the apartment. I don't know what's happening there. David Gearside, thank you very much for that. Mom, is there an earthquake there in Prachuap? Anthony, hi Chuck. I have been watching your channel for a few years now. Great content. Many of us can relate to. Thank you. What is your daily time commitment to YouTube between filming and editing? I don't know. That sounds like a job, you know, like I've scheduled a time to be able to do this and that. I really don't. If you guys ever meet me or hang out with me, you probably won't even know I'm a YouTuber. Like I don't make it like part of my daily like life. You know, a lot of people, when they got downtime, they watch YouTube videos. When I have downtime, I create YouTube videos. So, you know, I film every now and then. I turn I push a button on a camera and I talk. And then every now and then I sit at the computer and then I put some stuff together, like painting a picture. But I don't really have a problem with scheduling or something. Mom was there, but she keeps going on and off. I don't know what. I think there's an earthquake or something in Prachuap. Jim, good to see you. A must-see in Singapore is Chiang Chapel and Museum. World War II stories of those that lived through. I do like museums. I didn't care for the one in Vietnam, for sure. That was probably the worst one I ever seen in my life. There you go, Mom. If you can just keep the camera like that, then I think we'd be good to go. I'll give you a couple minutes to make sure you're not. I don't know if you're angry at your phone and you're like shaking it to death or something, but Well, I don't have you on yet. Hang on, guys. Bear with me. Let me get Mom on here. Hello, Mom.
Hey.
Okay, Mom has no sound. No sound. No sound, Mom.
Why not? Says it's on.
Yeah, it's okay, Mom. You don't have any sound, so I don't know what to do here with the sound. So, well, hang on, maybe you have sound. I got my sound off. I'm sorry. Say something. Oh, I may have messed her up. Did you guys hear, Mom? Okay, it was me. My fault. Now she's froze. She's probably trying to fix it. My bad. I don't have my headset on.
Hello.
Oh, come back, Mom. We'll put her back in the background. My bad. You were fine, Mom. Come back. Oh, well, I blew it. It was a short-lived thing anyway. Maybe we can get her back on. You may have to log off and come back on, Mom. I don't know why. It's that technology thing. It's my fault though, because I don't have my headset on, and I don't want it to have an echo. But we'll see what happens. She's look. This is her. She's there. She is. You there?
Yeah.
She's still adjusting her camera. That's the thing. My mom likes adjusting her camera. Let me put her back in timeout so she gets it figured out. The camera angle was perfect, Mom. Actually, everything was perfect, except it was my fault that I couldn't hear you. So whenever you get back, let's see if we can do this again. Okay. Are you there?
I think so.
Okay. I don't want to have an echo, so.
I'm old. Hello, good morning.
How is everything in Pachuat, Mom?
Everything is it's fine. No, it was raining yesterday. It's been raining, but it's okay. It don't rain that long.
Yeah.
You know.
I got an echo here, but I can't put my headphones on because it's going to disrupt my microphone. Anyway, we'll figure it out perfectly.
Oh boy, what a mess.
So you look good this morning. You got your makeup done and all that?
I don't wear makeup.
Oh.
I'm just a natural beauty.
So did you see the link, Mom, that I sent you for our next trip?
Did I see what?
I sent you a link.
Yeah, I did see it. It looks very nice. Very nice. Oh, okay, I just hope it don't rain. But you never know. It's Thailand.
Well, this one supposedly has an indoor swimming pool also. So
is it going to be freezing?
That's all about. But we got umbrellas. It's okay. It'll be fine. It ain't going to rain the whole damn time.
Yeah. It only rains a few hours or maybe an hour. It's like Florida with the sun showers. You know?
It won't be cold, though.
Good. I don't like cold. That's why I'm in Thailand. They say
everybody's saying hello to you, Mom.
Hello, everybody. I'm doing fantastic.
Your hair looks great.
Well, I need to color it. I'm getting old and gray. Wonder why is that?
Mom, your friend from Ecuador is in the house.
Oh, really? Oh, how wonderful is that? She's in Spain.
Well, this is another one, Franklin Aresta.
Oh, well, I didn't know. I don't know who that is, but hello. Yeah. Yeah, anyway.
Photon says you're a role model for us 50 and overs.
Well, just get off your butt and do it, you know?
Mom, I'm going to need you packed and ready to go. You know, when we get there, I'm only going to spend, one night and one day there, and then we're off. We've already got.
Yeah, you're gonna throw my new battery. You're gonna throw my new battery in my Kia.
Well, of course, but we don't. I plan on doing it when I get there, but we don't necessarily have to do it right away. We can do it when we come back. So
Okay,
I think
whatever.
we need to take a break. You need to take a break from all that stuff that's going on and just kind of forget about it.
Yeah, if I need a break, even
Now
though
you
I'm
have
in a beautiful.
your little room. We can just close your little key out in your little room and throw your bags in the back of the truck and go.
Yeah, that sounds good. Sounds like a plan. Let's go. Anytime
Frank
we
will,
want to go to, yeah, I love the beach, so let's go.
hopefully the weather will be good. The thing about the rainy season, it doesn't rain like all day most of the time. It's just like Florida. You remember? I mean, it would downpour and then it'd be beautiful. Or sometimes it'd be
Yeah,
raining across the street. Your camera's
that's
fine,
what
Mom.
okay,
Camera.
I'm just moving it. It's in my,
I'm afraid you're gonna
can't sit
disappear
still.
again.
I'm like Paige, can't sit still.
Frank says he's been a subscriber for about 4 years. Thank you very much for that, Frank.
Yeah. Anyway, can I say my piece for a minute?
Huh?
I want to say something.
Of course you can. I'm sorry, Mom.
No, some people worried about me, and all this stuff. And you never abandoned me. I know what you're a man of your word, and when you tell me you're going to do something, it gets done. It gets overly done. So, I mean, you're kind of like a perfectionist, and I don't worry about nothing. You take care of me. You make sure I'm taken care of, so I'm never without food or comfort or anything. I'm just happy. That's my job. I'm happy, and I'm very happy. So,
That's your only
nobody
job
needs to
now.
worry about me. I'm in excellent health. I'm happy. I'm just happy. Okay. Is that all right? But people don't need to worry about me because I'm doing fantastic. The best thing I ever did was come here. I would have come here for just the massages. I mean, oh my gosh, are the massages awesome? It's really loosened me up, Old people need to
Yeah.
be loosened up. But anyway, I just wanted to say I'm very happy, and you take care of me very well, and you're the best son ever.
Well, thank you very much, Mom. I'm
Well,
blushing.
you know that. You know how I feel about you. And you
I
don't need to
think
be your.
people can only see a little glimpse of what we show, and I think people care about you. They've connected with you, and it's understandable.
Yeah,
A
I get.
couple of people I've had to get rid of because they were just brutal. Like, come on, dude. Like, seriously, you don't really need to talk to me like that. But if that's really how you feel, I think it's time for us to move on.
Yeah.
It's not that big a deal, but the problems were minor. I mean, you're not totally stranded. And you had a problem with your TV, which was
Oh yeah, that was fun.
It's a technical problem that can be fixed, but we went around about it in a different way. So you're back watching that TV.
Right, I had to figure out the the remote, but that I did. It was fine. So everything's back to working. So my ride, I think, because I went so many places. I mean, I drove that thing to the ground pretty much, and probably blew up the little battery that was in there. But I'm getting around. I do know how to call a taxi. I'm not ever stranded, never. So everything's fine.
Well, just like anything during this adventure, we just have to kind of make corrections as we go. I've never installed a solar panel on a electric vehicle before, but
That solar panel.
The way that controller works is when it hits a certain amount of voltage that I programmed in there, it's supposed to not charge, which I think is working good. But I think what's happening is
it's working great.
I think it's holding max charge all the time, and I don't think it's good for the battery. So I'm going to make some corrections for that whenever we get there. But also the batteries, you never know how old the batteries are.
I know they could have just been.
And the batteries could have been pretty old. So
right. Yeah.
But anyway, that's no big deal.
No, it's
like I said before. I mean, if it doesn't work out, we'll drive that damn thing over that fishing pier over there. We'll just
Yeah.
drive it over the edge of that damn thing, and then we'll go buy another one. It's not a problem.
I haven't got that bad at it.
That'd make a good video, though. Maybe put a
Yeah,
wrap,
or you could just blow it up.
or I could blow it up, but that's easy stuff there. So I see there's a wire in the corner of your house. It's driving me insane. But don't turn your camera.
You mean my new Wi-Fi?
Yeah, there's a black cable going down the crease.
Yeah, it's going all the way down. They had to put a hole in the ceiling to put the wire down, and it's in the corner, and they did tack it up there. But yeah, it's pretty. It matches the decor. I'm not concerned about it. As long as I have TV, I'm happy. Okay, it doesn't matter.
Well,
yeah,
I don't have to say that I wasn't going to cancel all of my trips and everything just so I can come rest through your TV, because I was thinking, and I think I mentioned this on the video, I said, just unplug that damn thing and do something different. I was like, if you don't have TV, maybe you'll be forced to go,
Yeah, no, it's okay.
I know it's hot outside.
Yeah, it is. Well, people told me this has been the hottest year so far, and I go, oh, good, just waiting for me, huh? But it's been very humid, very humid. So yeah, I have wonderful air conditioning, so I'm happy. I'm hoping it'll cool down so I can, get out and start walking again. So
I think it might be a matter of you're trying to slowly acclimate to it, because typically Prachuap's pretty hot, and I don't think it was ever that cool for that long of time in Prachuap. I mean, it stayed cool for a long period. Normally winter in Thailand is just a little bit of cool weather for between 1 and 3 months out of the year, but typically it's pretty warm there,
Yeah, I said to you really, this is winter, really? When does that start? It didn't start. So I wanted to be in paradise, so I guess it's my, I got there. I'd rather be hot and cold anyway. I hate cold. I can't stand to be cold. But anyway, it's all good. And every time something goes down, I have a situation, I go, well, it's just an adventure. I mean, you just got to go with it, It is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, there's always going to be problems. We just got to figure out a way to get past them, We can't just throw our hands down and go, everything sucks, which I know you've never done that, but I mean, some people do. Like, we just recognize, okay, there's a problem. What can we do? So you were having some issues with the cable cutting in and out. And I always thought it was probably something to do with the connection, So, but you said since you've got your own cable, has it been cutting out at all?
Oh, yeah. No, it hasn't. It's been wonderful. I can watch TV and it doesn't cut out on me or stop, nothing. So it's been good. I think that was the problem. Even the program's working, where the program, I was blaming the program, but it was it was the signal. So it's been working.
I was thinking more at the beginning, it was probably just a connection problem. So hopefully that's
I needed my own power. But anyway, everything's fine, and it has been a wonderful adventure. Yeah. But I want to get back to my schedule where I can go out to eat and I can go to my massages. I was going to a massage once a week, and I'm laying there like, an hour in heaven. It's just been awesome. Yeah. And I'm laying there saying, why am I only doing this once a week? I mean, this is crazy. I got to do it at least twice. But I have the best massage lady there is, as far as I'm concerned, and she's really loosened me up. So massages
where we're going at in Krabi, there's a massage everywhere, and I think there's one right there on the beach.
Really? You mean I get my cabana boy?
Yeah, we'll get you a cabana boy. You're gonna have your own room, so just pick one out, and we'll get a price. If you like them, you can take them home.
Well, I said that about, can I take them home? For a price, yeah, I guess so. I don't know. Anyway, so, I love massages. They have helped me. I think every older person who has a little bit of aches and pains should get a massage. Of course, here it's not expensive,
We're going to be spending Go ahead.
No, in the States, they're like $150 for an hour. And
Yeah,
here
they're
it's what, $9? It's something ridiculous. You're like, how do they make any money? But they don't need to, they don't even think of money here. It's a wonderful place. It's like it is paradise for sure.
yeah. I
Uh,
think prices just make sense here more than just
yeah, really, you don't have the
cheap.
middleman. You don't have greedy people. The people aren't greedy at all. They, from what I've seen, very, very friendly and helpful,
Hey Jake, everybody's got their needs,
Yeah. It is a family channel. What are you talking about? This is real stuff, right?
So
Yeah.
Paige's favorite masseuse, well, actually massage place is in Surat Thani. We'll be spending the night there, and this particular place has won several awards for the best uh, massage. So
Ah,
she'll take you over there after
yeah,
that
I
long
just
drive,
said,
like a 5 or 6 hour drive.
oh boy. Well,
So
I just said I
it'll
didn't
be
want a
fun.
Thai
And you'll
massage.
have
I've
people.
never had a Thai massage. You could tell me what it
Yeah,
is, but I said I don't want to be turned into a pretzel. I don't know what they do, but I just have a nice firm massage and I love it. I'm like, oh
yeah.
God, you can fall asleep in 10 minutes. It's awesome. Uh, but anyway, it's wonderful. Oh, hit the camera.
I'm looking
Okay,
at
so
two screens here. You have an echo. You're delayed on one, and then I hear you on here. That's why I keep cutting you off. I keep thinking you're done talking, and then
hmm,
normally I have a headset, but it has a microphone, so I can't do it at the moment. But next time we'll get it right. I only do like a live stream maybe once a month at the most, anyway. Mike, stuck in Florida. Good to see you, sir. Thank you very much for being a member. We have a lot of members here today. Jeffrey, I know quite a few have showed up earlier. I'm really enjoying our members only channel. I can't believe how well it's doing. And I know you don't see it, Mama. I wish I could make my friends members. It just doesn't work that way. I don't know. There's no way for me to do it.
hmm.
You might not want to see those videos anyway. So. So you went out with Mary the other day, and you guys hung out and went.
Yeah, we had
More
a
out
girls' day out. She took me to my massage. I hadn't had one in a week. Then we went to Milano's for breakfast, and then we went to another restaurant and got a smoothie after we got our massage. We spent the whole
Yeah,
day out. It was wonderful. I appreciate her taking me. Yeah, she likes our girls' day off, days out. So do I.
right.
Gets me out of the house. Yeah.
I'm glad that you got some good friends over there. I know
Yeah.
the
Yeah, I got.
Australians are easy to get along with. Not saying anybody
Yeah,
else
I
is, but
haven't
it
met
seems like
one
they're
yet
easy.
that hasn't been not easy to get along with. Barry and Sharon's been sick with a cold, and I haven't seen much of them. But she.
Naga's got a question for you, Kara. Do you have any advice on those of us who want to live in Thailand permanently?
Any advice?
Yeah, you got some basic advice for somebody who's thinking about? I know it's kind of difficult to give somebody advice if you don't know, but from your
Well,
experience.
when I was in the States, everything is taxed. I had to have Medicare, and I had my house, and I had so much stress. It was just ridiculous. And as soon as I got rid of everything, I gave everything away, because you told me just pack a suitcase and come, and you were serious, But man, I'm totally I got my apartment. I furnished it. I don't have to pay property taxes or this tax or that tax or the other tax, and Everybody leaves you alone. You can just do what you want. You want to go lay on the beach all day, go do it. You know, nobody cares. It's up to you, as you say, you know, but it's the best thing I ever did because I ain't looking back. I mean, I feel like here is where I have freedom. I didn't have freedom where I was. Supposedly there was supposed to be freedom, but there wasn't freedom. I was so stressed out. I think I've lost about 40 pounds since I've been in the
Wow.
States. I mean, that's a lot of weight. That's a lot of stress. So
Yeah.
I would say just do it. You know, I mean, I really seriously, it's the best decision I've made in most of my life.
Right.
Besides
Take it
having
easy,
you,
Brock.
huh?
So do you have any regrets, Mom,
I have
at all?
no, I don't have any regrets. I miss my car, but you know, that's to be expected. But I love my Kia. I mean, I just whip around the streets and just blend in with the rest of them, you
Yeah.
know? So you got to watch out, but people are very courteous. You know, they look after the older people and you can just drive around and everybody watches out for you. It didn't take long to figure that out and learn how to drive, you know, whatever you want to drive. Of course, in
So
Bangkok,
I had, huh?
that's a different
Bang,
story.
yeah, Bangkok is definitely a different story.
You better know what you're doing and where you're
But
going.
I've learned here in the last few travels that the best thing to do about Bangkok is utilize Bangkok for what it has. Don't try to bring your vehicle in there and try to navigate through it because that's where it becomes stressful. So
Yeah, you just get
use
a taxi.
use what they have. It
Hmm.
seems to be pretty easy, But, so I had
I mean,
mentioned to you about you had said something just now about nobody cares, and what I was telling you was that typically, as long as you keep to yourself and you're not causing problems for others, foreigners can usually get away with quite a bit because they don't expect too much out of us. But it's not that they don't care. I mean, they do want you to be happy and enjoy your time in their country. But have
right.
you, but have you felt like you were not accepted at all since you've been
No,
here?
no, everybody's been very nice and smile at you. I have people Thai people waving at me and
Yeah,
smiling. They're, you know, very friendly. And, you know,
yeah,
I'll go into an establishment, you know, like a coffee shop one time. And the next time I come in there, it's like we're family. You know, they recognize you right
I,
away, like the Isan restaurant, you know.
right. I want to address Chris here, because I get a lot of this. A lot of people send me stuff, some personal stuff behind the scenes about
Yeah, I
reasons
see.
why they can't do certain things in their life. Well, money is very important, but let me just tell you a little bit for me. Like when I knew I wanted to come over here many years ago, I didn't have any money to come over here. I didn't really have a plan. I didn't really know. All I knew was I'd like to retire early, and I think Thailand would be the place to go, uh, especially since my wife was Thai. So I came over here on vacation, like I took a 10-day vacation from my job to come over here and just kind of see what the cost of stuff is. But then once I figured that's what I wanted to do, I came up with a plan of you know, how much money I would need and extra money for what ifs and this and that. And I had to come up with some creative ways to start making money. First thing I did, easy thing to do was to downsize what I had and get rid of some of the stuff that I was paying. Maybe some luxury stuff that I really didn't need that I could do without that I could put aside for my future goals. So that was easy to do. But then I kind of got creative with working. I was working way too many hours, and then I decided to do a business on my own that kind of propelled me here. But I think if you want to do something and what bothers me is when people say I wish or if I could I would, but you don't have any time in your life. I mean, you're running out of time, so you gotta stop what you're doing. Get off the computer right now, and you got to write down on a piece of paper what you want, and then figure out how can I achieve this, and make it happen because time is very short. But it does take money to do a lot of things, but you can actually live in Thailand a lot less than you can in the West and have a better
Yeah.
lifestyle. But anyway, I hope you can figure it out. You know, it does take money to do anything. But if you want something hard enough, you have to make some sacrifices and try to be creative to get what you need done. You know, it comes with a lot of effort. I'm not saying that you're not showing any effort, or I don't know you, but you gotta work for it. It can happen. Anybody can do it. Scotty wins. Kara, do you still call Chucky your little baby? I am a single dad, and my son is a Marine in Australia, and I still do. But as a single dad, I am allowed.
My baby. Well, he is my baby, but I see you as. Have I ever called you my baby? I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think that's ever. I don't think I've ever been a baby. Huh?
Especially a little baby. No.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you're my baby, you know. I mean, I had you, you're my baby, but you know, you're a wonderful man and you got a good head on your shoulder.
Yeah. Mikey and Rebby, good to see you. Thailand is a matriarch. Moms rule the family and are the highly respected. Yes. The mother is called Yai, Yai, Yai. And they are the ruler of the roost. Very much the elderly women are the ones that hold everything together in Thailand. So, which allows the men to be carefree and do whatever the hell they want to do, I guess. So. Tommy J, Kara, when you go back to visit the States, will you get rid of everything in the storage unit? Thank you for asking, Tommy.
Well, I have a small storage unit and I have all my treasured appliances.
What's in there, Mom?
Huh?
Your appliances?
Yeah, like I can't use them here and I just replaced them all, you know. Like, okay, for instance, in America, I had my mother and sister bought me a very expensive blender, Vitamix. It was $500. I bought a blender here for $40 US, and it does exactly the same thing now. You know, come on now.
Well, you know, it's not going to work here either, right? It's different voltage.
Well, no, my Vitamix won't, but my new one does, and it was only, you know, $40 versus $500. Come on. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Right. Good morning, Ron. John. How are you?
Yeah,
I guess we'll have to figure that out whenever you get back. You probably may want to visit your things. I'm not sure, just to go see how.
Well, I don't really care to visit. I just don't know what to do with them unless I have a yard sale. And I mean, I gave everything away in my house. Yeah. You know, that wasn't easy. 40 years, and you know, of collective stuff. And, you know, you think, oh, well, you know, it wasn't easy to get rid of everything. But then when I finally came to terms with it, I just had people come and pick it up. You know, you said,
is there any relief? I mean, I know how I felt, but I mean, I didn't have my stuff.
Relief? I don't even have a word for it. It's more than a relief. When I left the house and drove down the street, I didn't look back. I mean, it was such, you know, so stressful. I had so much maintenance. I was a single woman in a big house, you know, had to buy a new lawnmower so I could mow it was horrible. You know, I couldn't get people to come fix my house. I didn't have the money to fix it. You know, yada, 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 you know the thing. But when I left that, oh my, and to come here and just to rent something and to call the landlord if something goes down is so free. I don't have hardly any stress, and I won't allow myself to. And when something goes, like, you know, whatever's going on with my TV or little things, I'm like, whatever. you know,
Yeah.
go paint your nails or something, do something else. But
I still get a little stressed for you, Mom. Sorry. I like,
well,
you know, when
no,
it
well,
comes
I
to, I don't like
understand.
things that are broken because you know, I fix everything. That's what I've always done is
Well,
fix
no,
stuff.
I understand, and I know you're going, and that's a good thing because I know you're going to fix it, you know, and
And
it's going to be fixed right.
when I couldn't instruct everybody how to fix it over the phone,
No, it's all right. I can handle it. I still can get to places, you know, around the corner, some restaurants and all that, so it's fine. But
good
you
to
know,
see you.
you just have to give things up. You just have to want something better for yourself. And I did. I was, you know, I was at my wits end, as you call it. I was, you know,
Yeah.
and you came and I feel like you came to rescue me. I mean, you know, I had to get
Well,
my
this is
whole
kind
life
of
changed.
one of the reasons why we're doing this on YouTube is so people can get an idea. Because I think people get stuck in their daily routine life and they keep adding to their collection of stuff to try to figure out ways to improve their life or make themselves happier and stuff like
And,
that.
and one of the biggest enemies is guilt, you know, because people make you feel guilty because you want to escape, you want to go and have a better life, you know,
Yeah.
and I don't feel guilty at all. I don't feel guilty about anything, and I won't let people make me feel guilty because you do only have one life to live, and the first part of it was pretty bad. So the rest of it's going to have to be happy because I take care of myself, you know.
You know,
So
after
I
you've
don't.
made all your sacrifices and done all you needed to do in your life, it has to come to a point to where you can be selfish. You know, you have to not worry about,
Right.
because when you're gone, they're not going to be there to help you. You're going to be gone. At some point in your life, you've got to figure out what makes you happy, and you've got to try to steer your life into that direction. Because if you live in your entire life for everybody else and for all these things, or you know, for the
Right.
corporate world, I mean, after you're done with your responsibilities as a human, and you've done all your sacrifices to get to where you need to be, you've got to look at some point in your life. You got to look apart. What do I want in my future that can make me happy? But I have people that say, well, if somebody sent me a message the other day, well, I would love to move to Thailand, but I got to wait till something happens to my wife. I didn't really know what that meant. I mean, I was thinking maybe he was in a crappy relationship, or maybe his wife's terminally ill. You know, I don't know. But if it's something like your wife or your spouse is dragging you down in your life and you're not happy and you're only in a relationship because it's easy and you don't want to, you know, you don't want to make waves, then that is not the way to be in your life. I mean, you've got to step up to the plate and say, hey, we have got to do something different. You know, if you want to move to Thailand and she doesn't want to move to Thailand, then you know, there's got to be some point in your life where you've got to be selfish and say, hey, I've got to do this, you know. And I don't know. People got to, you know, for me, like if I didn't like my job or my situation, I would just quit. You know, if I didn't like my problem, my life at home, then I would have to, you know, I would have to make a change because that's really all I got to say about that.
Yeah.
But anyway, being a minimalist, yes, is a good way to be. We're not like really minimalist. I mean, we're not living in a tent with a metal canteen. You know, I mean, we still have things that we need in our daily activities or daily lives. You know, but it's stuff that is not really that important. Like can be replaced or thrown out or walked away from. Or Thailand is a good place to be, to have that sense of ease, you know, like you can just walk, like I told you, Mom, before. I said, if you don't like the place, what are we actually losing here? We just call somebody, put the crap in the truck, I'll bring you to the Phnom, I'll take you to Krabi, I'll take you to Koh Chang, whatever the hell you want to do, it doesn't matter. We don't need to worry, like we're not stuck anywhere anymore.
Right. Well, that's how I usually felt. I felt like I was in quicksand or in the concrete, you know, and I couldn't move. I couldn't do anything, you know. my whole life has changed since I came here. Seriously, it has. And I have every single thing I need, you know, and I don't want for anything.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, I
and the
think,
stress level is, how do you lose 40 pounds in, you know, under a year if you had so much stress that, wow.
yeah. Well, a lot of it too is the food quality here. We're
Oh yeah, the food
pounding
quality,
down tons of preservatives in the United States.
right? Everything's fresh and yeah,
I mean, even though you eat kind of fast food, like if you get a hamburger or something here, it's still a little different than the States. Um,
yeah.
as far as the meat quality and stuff like that, it's not full of all kinds of hormones and preservatives, and maybe not everything, but most of the time we're not searching for a hamburger. We're eating quality food that's homemade pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys can look at Mom's earlier videos when we were transitioning out of the States, and you can see Mom's face was a little bit more rounder back then.
Yeah.
A lot of people, Mom, they watch those videos and see how much you have changed a lot. And I think,
Yeah,
you're not
that's
going to be,
what,
we're not going to be track stars, but at least we're in a situation where we're walking around and we're getting out and we're being more active here than isolating ourselves at home.
yeah, we've done some renovations here. You put on a wonderful patio. I love that patio, you know, and yeah, you've helped out the landlady by beautifying this place. We got some flower boxes and, you know, yeah,
Yeah,
if
it's no
we,
big deal.
I don't plan on leaving anytime soon, you know. I love my schedule. I get up, I go to the restaurants where people know me.
Yeah.
I mean, here you can have what my lunch is like $5 or my lunch dinner. I only eat one big meal a day, but you know,
Well, we
wonderful
could
friend.
always just keep that place, if you wanted to go somewhere else, and I could furnish it and just go there whenever we visit Joe. And then Joe has a lot of visitors. Well, actually, everybody in that little Soy America has a lot of visitors. I could just rent the room out.
Yeah,
And
I
just
mean
keep.
it's a really nice, cute. It's perfect for me. Just perfect. So I really enjoy it. I'm very comfortable. It's very safe here. I go to sleep and sleep like a baby. It's just wonderful.
Mhm.
I mean, I can't say anything, but it's wonderful.
Trent in
Yeah.
Paradise, fresh fruit, vitamins, exercise.
Yep.
Are you still
They
taking
have,
your vitamins, Mom?
yeah. And my the pharmacist he can speak perfect English. And I go
Yeah.
in there and I said, "Do you have this?" And he goes, "No, but I can order it for you." He orders what I want. I can get you can get the medicines that you need without a prescription. You
Yeah.
don't have to. I mean, it's like when I first came there and you took me to your local clinic. We went
Yeah.
there for one day. One day, I had X-rays done. I had a checkup. You know,
Yeah.
it was $30 to walk out the door without insurance, without showing them anything. I'm like, are
Yeah.
you serious? And then I walk into the pharmacy and he gives me whatever I need, because the other day I kind of lift something and pulled my back a little bit. And I go, "Do you got any muscle relaxers?" And he goes, "Sure, here." Who would do that? How much would that cost me somewhere else? You know?
Well, the pharmacists here are more like either nurses or like a small version of a doctor, because you just tell them they're not allowed to do that in the States. Of course, the pharmacists can do that everywhere. They're not stupid people, but they're not allowed to prescribe medication. But here it's different, which is good because they see people all the time. that have these problems, and they're able to figure out what works best for them. So
Right.
I
Well,
think people they don't understand. They got to have insurance to come here. I think it's easy to self-insure in Thailand, but to get emergency medical insurance at your age is easy. But to get health insurance is very difficult. But I don't think it's necessary.
yeah.
Compared to what it costs in the United States to have.
Well, look, I
insurance.
have 40 pounds in the States, totally stressed out. Yeah, I guess I do need a doctor, right? But here,
Yeah.
I'm just so happy and 40 pounds less. And the only time I was sick here for the last, well, almost a year now, is when you got bronchitis and gave it to me. We all had a case of bronchitis, but it got over, and we got the stuff we needed for it. So I don't worry about those things because all my life I've been very healthy. I've hardly ever needed a doctor.
And he says you should go to Cambodia for the good stuff at low prices and no doctors. But Mom doesn't have a problem finding.
Yeah, well, that's about the same, right? Cambodia, same as here. Maybe, I don't know. I've never been. Huh?
Anyway, that's a difference. Cambodia's a different story. We'll save that for another. I'm trying not to lose so many subscribers right now on this on the live stream. A10 for life. We have found over the years that most Thais don't have near the amount of stuff Westerners have, yet they are so happy all the time. As we get rid of stuff for the move, it's very freeing. Yeah, that was one of the things that I saw when I come over here. I was like, how can you people be so happy? You don't have crap. You're swinging in a hammock underneath your wooden house, in the heat of the day. And then it was just intriguing to me. I was like, I was jealous, after thinking about it after a few weeks, it's like, I have all this stuff and I'm like, I'm miserable unless I'm upgrading my stuff, or replacing it for something better. And I was jealous. And yeah, you're absolutely right. You don't need all that crap, to have a good life.
No.
Shalom Funk. Sinoplasty cost me $27,000. I can breathe now, though. I don't know sinoplasty. Is that? I don't know exactly what that is. Do you, Mom?
I guess it's something with your sinus. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. I'm thinking maybe they stuck a tube down their nose or something. Joe's back in the house.
Hey, Joe.
Soul Sound. Hi, Kara. Did you have thyroid trouble? If you did, how are you now? Couldn't remember if you had it or not.
Yeah, I did have a thyroid problem, and I went down in my dosage since I've been here. And also, I had high blood pressure, and guess what? That went away. Surprise, surprise. So right now, I'm only doing vitamins and my thyroid pill. That's real small dosage.
You had a pretty severe case of thyroid. You didn't even really know it till we got it diagnosed finally in America. You were really on the edge, like you couldn't have two sentences without breaking down,
I know, it was horrible. It was horrible. But that was part of my, the stress and everything. I don't know.
Yeah. Kurt, thank you very much for that. Beers for your trip. I'm sure Paige much appreciates that. Sinus surgery. Okay, well, that's just I had sinus surgery here. So it was, and I made a video on it. No time to be sad surgery. You'll see it. My wonderful, crappy insurance that I had prior to getting rid of it, I got it because it was like more Western style, but it's best to have an insurance company in Thailand, I found. But anyway, they wouldn't cover it because they said it was pre-existing. Like, how does that happen? But I actually had 3 surgeries. I had a deviated septum. I had one sinus canal that was almost 100% blocked, and the other one was like 90%. So they had to do like emergency, like right away surgery on me. And I ended up having to pay for the whole thing. It cost me 120,000 baht. Let's figure that up today. You know, that sounds like, oh my God, 120,000. Today that is $3,400. So
Oh my.
that's what I had to pay for mine. And I mean, I've always, for the longest time, had problems with sinuses. I think it was because the environment that I worked in, breathing in chemicals all the time, really messed me up, you know. And I'm good now. So, thanks, Kara. You are looking fabulous. Keep up your stress-free life.
Oh, I intend to. Once you let that thing go, you don't want it back, for sure.
Easy in life, Kara. You still go to the secret beach that Chuck was showing us in the video?
Well, I haven't been, but I dream about it, but I haven't been over there, you know. But I plan on going. I plan on going back over there. Mary wants to go with me, so you know, maybe we'll tote over there. Just
Yeah.
other things have been going on, but yeah.
Let's see. Kurt is Joe and Gift going with yes. At the beginning of the video, I kind of laid out what we're doing exactly, which I normally don't do. And I gave you guys all the plans at the beginning of the video. But yes, Joe and Gift are coming with us to Singapore. But they've got other plans. You'll have to watch their channel, what's going on with them shortly after our trip. I'll let Joe tell you that. Carletto, question, Kara, what insurance you have? Seen the video when you purchased it, but forgot the name of the company. Or was it the Thailand insurance? Can you answer that question, Mom?
No, you helped me get it at the bank.
So you actually have two policies. Yeah, you have two policies. The awesome thing about the insurance here is you can overlap them. Like you can have 2 or 3 different medical policies, and you can use them both, especially the life insurance. So not life insurance thing. Well, I think life insurance too, but the emergency. So we got it through the bank. Actually, we got you a really good credit card, and it came with 20,000. Well, it didn't come with it. We had to pay extra for it, and it automatically comes out of your account every year. I think it was only like 5,000, like 6,000 baht.
Yeah, it wasn't much.
But that one covered 20,000 baht per accident. So if you fall down and break your arm, it's not going to cost you 20,000 baht. Unless you're at Hua Hin, and it'll probably cost you a lot more. But you also have another policy that's, I think, 15,000 baht. So you got like 35,000 baht worth of coverage, but it's not going to cost, stuff doesn't cost that much here typically to get anything done. I went to the emergency there in Hua Hin, and for my bronchitis.
Right.
I think it ended up costing me and I thought it was too much. I'd have to go back and watch the video, but I think it was like 4,000 baht. And that was, Hua Hin's like one of the most expensive places to get medical at. But it was like 4,000 baht. So, but that wasn't an emergency deal. But if you need stitches or you get food poisoning or stuff like that, you're covered. The other stuff is inexpensive, the health checks and this. Even if you had I show all the time people that have had catastrophes like cancer, heart attacks. My friend in Cha'am had part of his tongue removed and did like 37 rounds of chemo, and it ended up costing him nothing, but he had to pay up front 1.5 million baht. I don't remember what that is, like $40-something thousand. But we're talking about a catastrophe. So if you have money, it's a lot. And the quality of care in Thailand is amazing. So anyway, it's difficult over the age of 65 to get a new policy. But you can go to any bank when you get your bank account, and you can get, actually that'll help you get your bank account pretty easily if you buy their insurance policy. And you don't have to keep it, but it's always good to have extra insurance. Manchai Pungal. Kara, have you tried taking the train again?
Yeah, on my birthday, it was wonderful. Going there was fine. Huh?
Have you tried after
It was.
that?
What?
Have you tried it after the Hua Hin
No,
trip?
no, not because you know what happened on the way back. We had to get a parachute to get off the train. And you asked, how long is it going to take to finish this? And they said 2 years or something. I don't think I could jump off the train on the way back unless I figure out which car, you know, which one of the cars to get in. I think the first ones.
I think we go look, and then I think that deck will probably won't be the last thing done in a 3-year period. I'm sure they'll have that thing done, that area, you know. Yeah. I don't know, but I forgot to tell you, you know, I talked to Joe's got a driver that he uses all the time. He drives a SUV like mine, and he comes and picks Joe and Gift up. They're out of Hua Hin. They come and pick him up, and then they take him into Bangkok. And I forget how much it is. It's not much money, but you know, if I ever need to get you out of there quick, I'm just gonna have him come pick you up. I can fly to Bangkok, meet you at a hotel or the airport. You know, he'll take you exactly at the location I tell him at a certain time, and it'd be easy, you know. So one of these days, I need to get you back here. So that's probably how we'll do it, you know, for a visit up in this area.
But I did take the van, you know, went to the bus stop that's just down the street, and I took the van. What was it like? It was under $1 to go to Hua Hin.
Yeah.
It was crazy. I'm like, really? I think it was, what, 80 baht one way. I mean, that's crazy. But, yeah, it got me right there, right to the mall that I wanted to go to. Yeah.
Robert's in the house. We were just talking about you, Robert. I was talking about your surgery you had, your cancer surgery, and hopefully everything is 100% back to normal. But I was telling our audience about the cost of that, and that your insurance covered it, but I think you said it was 1.5 is what you ended up paying for all of that. Soul Sound, hi Chuck. I commented on your last live stream about Paige being more interactive in your everyday vlogs. I think it's made a big difference to your channel. She is very funny and pleasant and brilliant. Is this a request, or is this like something you need to see? Or I mean, she's interacting as much as she really wants to in the videos. She's not going to grab the camera and just run off and start doing it. It is what it is. It's the way it is in the videos. And I try to you should see the earlier videos. Like she just didn't want to, she's like, I don't want to be on the damn camera, you know? So not like that, but she just had no interest in sharing her thoughts, because she pretty much thinks everybody's stupid sometimes. I'm like, what? You know, a lot of Thai people, they think, why are you foreigners think so much about this crap, you know? And a lot of times I have to edit out some of the things that Paige says, believe it or not. Sweet little innocent Paige she pretty much, and like most Thai women, Paige is more American than anything. She will tell you that basically, you know, her thought, whether it's right or not. Anyway, it is. I'm not gonna give her. Hey, Soul Sound wants you to be more interactive in the videos. It's just not. She's on a lot more than she normally is. Robert, not quite back to normal, but getting there slowly. Yes, 1.5 million baht. Well, I hope you fully recover soon, my friend. I bet most of your viewers thank and appreciate Paige's input. Fantastic. Yes. We've got quite a few people interacting our channel. Monster truck tuk-tuk. I thought about one time going in there and making a solar electric tuk-tuk. I had designed one for my father-in-law in my free time. I even gave him a parts list. I even found a place where he could buy this stuff wholesale as much as he wanted to create an electric tuk-tuk, a light body. We changed it from steel to some kind of alloy or aluminum, but he just was not interested. Like, he didn't want to have it. And I thought, well, I'll just go build one. But a lot of Thai people are very repetitious. So when I started mentioning stuff like that, he was getting really kind of nervous. Like, I don't know if me coming up there and disrupting his daily routine would probably drive him crazy. I mean, my father-in-law, like, I know what he's going to do at every minute of the hour. Like, he comes home and poops at a certain time every day. And he comes home at exactly 5:06 every day. So, I mean, there's a lot of things that I don't want to disrupt. So, yeah, that would be cool to make some kind of, even a 3-liter diesel powered extended body to turbocharge, you know. I don't have that kind of time. All right, Ron, take care. When do you get a Bill Dance type show with Chuck and Paige? Her throwing one-liners at you all show would be awesome. Paige is pretty funny, but she's very quiet, right, Mom? I mean, she's not really that, unless she's speaking Thai. Like, she's very quiet until she's with her friends, and then it's like, you know, why don't you just speak to me in Thai so I can hear you, you know? Easy in life, no time to be sad. I can tell you, Chuck, but you already know that. Thais are positive in life no matter what. My Thai girl told me many times to stop the negativity and live your life. And I do it a relief. Yeah, they kind of simple thoughts. And this used to aggravate me a lot, you know, when I first met Paige. She would say, why do you think so much? Why do you worry about so much? And my answer would be, because, you know, I'm running a business. I've got things happening, a lot of things going on. And I would tell her, look, if I didn't worry and I didn't plan, nothing would happen. Like, stuff is not going to happen on its own. So I worry about stuff because I got to make it work. Like, it's not going to happen unless I make it happen. And I was having a difficult time with her on that theory, you know. She's like, relax. There was no time to relax. Like, I got a mission, you know. It's not coming to me. Like, nobody's just going to send shit in the mail to me, you know. So it was difficult because a lot of the culture here is day to day, and I think it's a beautiful, awesome thing. But the future is not really thought about too much here, and for a Westerner to try to retire in a country that's not theirs, we have to be prepared. Like, we have to have some stability in our life to come here. You know, it's required of us to have funds to be able to stay here. So we have to be a little bit more different. So the thing about it, the culture, is that they have to also respect. We have to respect them, and they have to respect us. But I've learned a lot from Paige, and I was really, really wound up in my life, you know, and I'm at the point now because I stopped working. Like, I could just stop worrying about stuff. Like, it's over, I'm done. Like, I went full throttle maximum until when I crossed that finish line, I was done. Of course, the company I was contracted to, they wouldn't release me till I had to hang in there for like 6 months till they could finally get everything handed over to their new contract, you know, which sucked. I learned a lot from Paige, and she also has learned a lot from me too. So it's a two-way street, you know. Mom, I talk too much. How did I get that way?
You don't talk too much.
Because my dad
People
doesn't.
listen when you talk. You know,
My
I
dad
like to
doesn't talk
listen.
too much.
Yeah, I like listening to you. I think people like listening to you. You're wise.
Did Grandma talk a lot?
Not really. She did a lot, but she didn't really talk a lot. No, I talk a lot. Or I used to
Maybe that's
talk
what.
more. I
Maybe I
like
just.
in Thailand here, there's no competition. You
Yeah.
know, I like
You mean
that.
like keeping
People,
up with the Joneses type thing?
yeah, there's no competition. Nobody cares what you wear. I mean, I know you taught me nobody cares and it's up to you. And I say
Yeah.
that all the time. Nobody cares. They don't care what you're wearing. They don't care, how your hair is. I mean, nobody even really looks at you and judges you.
Yeah.
I mean, that's awesome. In America, there's bullies because you're not wearing the latest and greatest, clothes, or you don't got the newest phone or whatever. They judge you all the time. But here, you're like a freelancer. I like that background. I love palm trees. Don't you find that true? I mean, when I first got here, and I think I told this story, I would be in the mall. You'd take me to the mall, and I would sit there and I would look at people and how they were dressed. And they wear pants that don't match their shirt. Their pants are flowered and their shirt striped, and it's different colors. And
Yeah.
I would sit there and I would think, what's wrong with these people? Don't they know how to dress? And it's like they're saying, look, I got a pair of pants on, I got a shirt on, I'm not naked. What's your problem? And I said, that is so cool, because they don't care. They just live. They just enjoy their life. They're not trying to compete with anybody. So, you don't have to worry, about any of that stuff. Not that I ever did anyway, but it's even better here. It's for real. Uh-oh, watch out.
I have a terrorist
Uh-oh.
mosquito. Must be a female.
Uh-oh. Yeah.
Like I told you before, it's like we kind of feel like superstars here, right? They're
Yeah.
so happy to have us around them. They want to take pictures. They want us to be a part of what they're doing. It's an awesome thing. I mean, if you smile, they smile back, and they want to they're intrigued by you.
Right.
And then
Well,
when you get
like the
Thai,
German
like,
restaurant.
never stop talking.
Huh?
Go ahead.
When I go to the German restaurant, I mean, on my birthday, the chef made me his own version of a birthday cake. It was amazing. Every time I go to the German restaurant, the lady who owns it, she comes out and says hi to me, and she's very, very wonderful. And then I went to the Isan restaurant, and second time I went there, the lady recognized me and said hi. I mean, they're always saying hello and smiling and very nice. And I don't know, it's just, who's going to do that in America? They're going to come out of the kitchen and welcome you. They don't,
Yeah,
it's like, I don't care. Just eat and pay your bill and get out.
that's right. Where's my tip, damn it?
Yeah, really. They don't even care about a tip here. You tip them and they're like, huh? What's that? I mean, they just don't seem to care about money.
No, it's just because they don't have a high requirement for an excessive
For stuff.
amount of objects.
I know.
So that's why you don't have that much theft here, and because they're not all hooked on drugs and things.
Right. They're just happy people.
Chuck, has dual citizenship ever caused any issue for Paige in Thailand? Land ownership, etc. We don't really buy land, so can't answer that. I don't know why that would be a problem. I don't I mean, she's a Thai citizen. She didn't change her. I think where the problem might arise is if she changes her name legally in Thailand. And this is some of the reason why we didn't do that for her. And it wasn't important to me. Like, I didn't need her to change her name to my name. So if she keeps her Thai name in Thailand and her American name in America, we just simplified things like that so that in case things arise later on in the future, because her family has quite a bit of property, but she's already on the ownership of everything here anyway. So, but I think you might have a problem, and where people do have a problem is when they change their name. So, but I don't know 100%. But Paige didn't change her name, so she doesn't have any problem so far. FC, is there a ballpark dollar amount that you had when retiring early in your late 40s? Are we talking 250, 500, 1 million? Are you relying on collecting Social Security at 62? Is that not needed? I've never really discussed exactly how much money that I have, because I don't feel like it's important, because my lifestyle is not going to be the same as you. I ended up saving. Paige wouldn't allow us to stop working and move to Thailand dependent on me working here for sure 100%, or the fact that we're even going to collect Social Security. So our plan initially was to travel and live kind of a basic lifestyle. It wasn't living Thai style. Like, we didn't know if this was going to work, but I actually probably give my mother-in-law more money than it would cost me to go rent a place somewhere, but my plan was just to retire, a simple life and retire. So we had a figure and also built in a lot of what ifs. But I'm not going to share that dollar amount. It was enough that I don't have to try to worry about Social Security, But it's not like I'm going to go build a couple of houses in Thailand. Like, it's just not. That's not anything that I want to do in my budget. But what do you do? The problem is, what do? You plan. How do you plan for this? Like, you can plan forever and it never happens, And I made some videos when I first came here, and I talked about my worst case scenario. My worst case scenario was something happened and I ended up losing all my money and I had to go back to America and work. And I could deal with that. I never do anything that I can't if I can't deal with the worst case scenario, then I just don't do it. So that was my worst case scenario. I'm still kind of young to where I could go back, and the career that I had, I can easily get back in. One of the main bosses is my friend Brent. I can get a job easily back there. I didn't break any ties with a lot of places. So, but you need to figure out what you need in your life, not try to base anything, unless you just want to know what you only care and see what I made. But I'm fine. Like, when I moved here, I was doing YouTube, but we weren't making money. Like, that wasn't part of the plan either. Like, that YouTube pays out like $100, or they only pay out when you reach $100. And when I first got here, I think I hit my first $100 after YouTubing like a year or so, like 4 months after I lived in Thailand. I was like, wow, that is cool. Now I had to figure out how we're going to set up this thing, with Paige and with us being overseas and all this stuff, to collect money, So that it wasn't anything to do with the YouTube thing to get you in Thailand. If that was going to be your next question, because normally that's where it ends up going. Let's see. Richard Townsend, good to see you. How long is your trip to Singapore? I lived there for 15 years back in the 1980s. 5 nights. 5 nights in Singapore. It's going to be a fun 5 nights. When am I running for governor? That's way too much for me to even have any interest in. No.
That sounds like stress to me. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I'm not into that. I don't care that much about it. So it's good to be free, right? It's like being a kid again with money, right, Mom?
Absolutely. Yeah.
you've got a small Social Security, not really small. It's okay, like $1,000 a month, right?
Yeah.
So this is how, when you get to a certain age, you end up acquiring things that are of value, like your house or your land or your, some of your whatever you have. And, if you want to make the move to try to live a lifestyle like this, then you liquidate those things. You have a little nest egg, and then you take, you live a lifestyle that is affordable to you. Like, you're not going to go get a 35,000 baht a month condo up in Bangkok, because it's not what you need. But this is what you like. You like your little apartment. You actually pay people can't believe when I tell them this. It's $1,800 a year for your place.
I pay. It's unbelievable, because what I pay for a whole year is what I would have to pay for 1 month in the States.
Yeah.
How's that work?
So I know you don't know your bills because you don't take care of most of them, but your electricity is how much?
Well, it's because it was so hot, it was about 3,000 baht, which is what, $90?
Yeah, $90, and your water bill
And
is.
and they can't even estimate. They have to estimate my water, because I don't use a lot of water, so it's like $2.50 a month for my water.
And
But
now,
I
how
got
much is your cable? 600 a month?
699
600
baht, which is was about $20 a month.
Well, let's see here. I don't think it's that much. Let's see. What did you say was
I don't know.
690?
$6.99.
Oh yeah, that's $20. Yeah.
In the States,
then
it'd be what, 80?
Yeah.
I was paying 60 just for my internet back there.
Right.
But I end up with about $300, 300 US left over every month, because I hardly spend any money. I don't need to spend money.
Actually,
I eat out every day.
a lot more
I
than
eat
that.
out.
Is that just a guess, or
Huh?
you actually have a lot more than that left over? Because with your food and stuff, I don't know what you're spending in food.
No, I
I
just
don't
go
think
out.
you're spending more than $250 a month. I don't. At the maximum, you're spending 300.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And I have everything I want.
But I mean, you don't pay the rent anyway. So, but I mean, your only bills. We're just talking bills. Is 300, like 300 a month. So, and you're living a decent life. You're doing what you want. You get your massage. You're living a better lifestyle than you are in America.
Are you kidding me? I couldn't afford this in any other place.
Yeah.
What I get to do,
But I think a lot of people, they think they need to have millions of dollars to retire. Like I met a couple people here recently that have over $1 million US and still contemplating if that's enough money to retire in Thailand. And I'm thinking, you could have anything. You would probably, if you spent that kind of money in Thailand, you'd probably die. I don't know how you would spend that kind of money, unless you bought a condo in every part of the country.
right?
But that's a lot of money. Like, you're not going to spend it. For me, like when we're here in Isan, it's difficult to spend $15 a day.
Yeah.
Everything. I mean, 500 baht is a lot of food, like between me and Paige. Like you eat, like lunch usually costs us 120 baht. And dinner, we always just eat a little bit at home, or my mother-in-law cooks. Breakfast is 30 baht. So it's difficult to spend any money out here. So
Yeah.
you want to go get a massage or something, it's like 150 baht.
What did you think about when you first visited here, and the cost of stuff?
I was like in shock when I got it. First of all, it was so hot. Like, I felt like I was in a microwave, like I was cooking, like I was just looking for air conditioning, I didn't think I could. I mean, it was crazy hot. But I didn't really think about too much of the money, because my father-in-law took us around. He wouldn't let me pay for nothing. He
Oh,
kept
no.
buying everything, so I didn't really have a good grasp on the cost of things. I don't remember that part of it being something, but it was it was like I felt like I was in a third world country, because we went really to Bangkok into Isan, and I was like, what the hell's going on here? These people are. I thought, my wife said she lived in a small town, but Tapanome's not small. It's a pretty big place, but like you said, they don't paint anything, nothing's done. I was like, these people are like lazy as hell. Nothing, everything's kind of run down. I didn't have good thoughts about Thailand when I first came here. So what I did after a while, after thinking about it, because I analyze everything too much, is that everybody was generally happy, and I was like confused, and I just didn't make sense to me. So come say hi, man. You have a fan club here that's just begging for you to show them some attention.
Hello. Ooh.
Yeah, what's going on with you? Paige is obviously in a bad mood today. You can see.
Yeah, she's always in a bad mood.
What are you doing? Why are you so preoccupied?
They're gone.
Oh, where'd they go?
Go buy something to come back.
Oh, it's Sunday. Yeah.
It's Sunday.
You're still getting ready to go. We're leaving. We're like going on a trip, so you don't have time. But you got to do all my stuff for me, right?
Just get the hotel.
Paige didn't really. Oh, you're getting a hotel for Surat?
No, I'm gonna be back.
Paige doesn't do anything for me. Her mom, and this was another thing about Thailand is the culture, and they're really old school. So her mom would be like, and her dad, make sure he has something to drink. And Paige never did that in the States, right? Like she didn't wait on me. And I come here and I'm like, what the hell's going on? She's like all of a sudden my waitress, and I don't like it. Like after a while when we moved here, I had to tell him, I said, look, I don't like that. Like, I don't need a servant. Like I don't want Paige constantly making sure I'm full or I have a drink or I'm comfortable. But that's how the culture is here. Like the women constantly take care of the men here. So, but that's not the reason why I moved here. But I just I really enjoyed the Buddhist mentality and the day to day and not worrying about so much stuff. It really simplified my life. But if you're that kind of person, it takes a lot of effort and sacrifice to get to that point as a foreigner in Thailand. You gotta be responsible, But when you get here, when your responsibility is over, you can really kind of chill,
And that's a wonderful thing. Yeah.
And we pretty much do whatever the hell we want to do. We try. Things are inexpensive, and travel, and it's no worries. Like you said earlier, like nobody's worried. In the U.S., it's like everybody expects something from you. You have to follow suit. You have to be appropriate. You have to. And I get that in the comment section. That's my only tie to the world is through this YouTube. That's the only bad thing is I got to listen. People think that I work for them. Like I should do this a certain way. I should dress a certain way. And, who really does that in life? Like I don't tell anybody like if that's who you are, then good for you. Like I would never say this is how you should be. You should be more like this. Like what the hell what are you thinking about? Robert, our power bill is 4,500 baht per month, and the water bill is 2,500 baht per month when you do have a big property and lots of grass. Yeah, you guys got a swimming pool, you've got a big lot, but their house is huge, and it's got a really nice breeze that goes through there. That's why your electric bill is not so much. I'm sure you guys spend most of the time like us with the windows open. They have a beautiful house in Chatham. I've showed it in a few videos. A lot of people are jealous about your house, Robert. I know you know that. You read the comments. Somebody says, Kara, have you started watching any Thai soap operas yet?
I did once at Samantha's house, and I never could find that one again. You know?
Well, now you have it on you got regular True TV, so now you can see
Yeah, I
her
can watch, but you know, I mean, I was getting into one in Samantha's, and I couldn't find it.
Yeah.
And the singing show, the Leo dude finally, he joined the other guy that sits in the front and judges, so he got elevated to part of the show. But he finally got off from singing. I mean, he made like 5 million baht, so you know, it was time for him to go. So I don't watch it anymore.
Mom, do you have any interest in traveling overseas with us?
Not really. I traveled a lot when I was young. I mean, all over the place, and I just really wanted to just be still. I like the peacefulness, the quietness.
Yeah.
I don't like a loud bar scene or none of that stuff. I'm just totally old school and very happy just being quiet. But no, I'm not. Huh?
Harriet Hill says Americans have been bamboozled
Yes.
into thinking that they need $2 million to even retire in the States, and you don't. It's a lot of money because they don't want you to retire, right? And then they're going to tax you on everything the rest of your life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Somebody's asking if you've adjusted to the heat index now. I don't
The
know.
what?
The heat. Have you adjusted to the heat at all?
Well, yeah, I'm adjusted a little bit, but you know, it's like when I go to the market, man, I sweat like crazy. I got, you know, I got a cloth napkin that I wipe my face off constantly, and probably people are thinking, look at that foreigner, she can't handle the heat. But it's all right. I still wouldn't trade it for snow.
Oh, really? Or hurricanes, right?
Yeah, that's wonderful. You don't have to worry about hurricanes or tornadoes or here tsunamis. They're not going to happen here. So yeah,
Gil,
the weather.
thank you very much for becoming a member. I really appreciate that, sir. Thank you so much for that. I'm going to try to get a members video out today.
Hmm.
Dave, Santa Claus. You remember Dave, right?
Yes.
He's in the house here. Says his last 2 power bills were 12,000 baht each.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's a lot of. No wonder you're going solar. He's trying to do some solar stuff.
Wow.
Elliot Harris has another question about the temperature, Mom. Kara, so the heat is hotter than what it is in Texas during the summer?
No, it reminds me of Texas, because in Texas I couldn't go out either. You know, the humidity was so thick that I couldn't even, I didn't like the summers in Texas.
Yeah.
But here we have a breeze, you know, where I live, we have a breeze. And when I get in my Kia and drive along the ocean, I forget all about it because it's so awesome and beautiful. Every time I drive down the main street by the ocean, I look at the mountains and the sea, you know, and I go, am I dreaming? Do I really live here? I mean, it's magical. And it happens every single time. I'm like, wow, this place is gorgeous. Yeah.
Easy in Life says, since you like the schnitzel, but have you ever tried real Dutch meatball?
What is that?
I don't know. Hopefully it's not like a Swedish meatball.
No, I can't eat Swedish meatballs.
Now, my mom doesn't eat pork, so it'd have to be beef.
Yeah, but that's pork in it. I won't eat it. But yeah, my grandmother was married to a Swedish man, and they had Swedish meatballs, and oh, the smell was horrible. And I couldn't deal with sweet. Anytime I smell the Swedish meatball, it was like, ah. No. But I love the chicken schnitzel at the German restaurant. That place is wonderful. So I do have some American restaurants that serve American food here, you know,
Right.
so it's very nice.
A10 for Life says the best thing about eating in Thailand is your meals. Your meals are a meal-sized portion. It doesn't come on a giant plate filled to the max like in America.
Yeah, and it fills you up, you know, when you stop eating so much.
So me and Paige, we take advantage of that. Actually, we just get an extra plate because, in Hawaii, we had one burger with French fries and a side of onion rings. We split the burger and the rest of it, and it was $66.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah,
that's outrageous. How can people have a family and feed their family like that? What were their eggs were 12 bucks?
Yourself, it's expensive now, you know?
Yeah.
So
Well,
I was
that's
going to
why
tell you, and I just kind of told you a little bit yesterday, but Samantha's coming back with us whenever we go. Maybe March, we'll have to look and look at ticket pricing and all that stuff to determine exactly when we're going to come. She needs to come back with us because she's actually here as a U.S. citizen.
Right.
She's on a visa, so we need to help her with that, get her back to Thailand as a Thai citizen because she's a little nervous about it. And we got to fix her banking stuff because she's not real good with the computer stuff. So we got to get her money, either got to get her a new bank account that gets money over here easily to Thailand for her because she's dependent on friends over there right now for getting her money. So we got to fix that for her.
Yeah, definitely.
But she's not coming all the way with us. She's got a lot of friends in Houston, so she'll be flying back with us too when we're done. So we got to try to plan everything accordingly.
That's good.
Shalom Funk. For both of you, what do you miss most about the United States other than family? Go ahead, Mom.
Oh, I don't know. Probably the convenience of the stores. Right now, not the prices. Probably everything is accessible, you know, and the language. The language, of course, because I'm American. I like to be able to communicate. So, I miss the English-speaking people. But I don't really miss.
Right now, where there's not like a lot of the locals don't speak English where you're at. That's why a lot of people end up going to Bangkok or Hua Hin or Chonburi area, province. I mean, for me, fishing. I miss tournament bass fishing.
Yeah, fishing. I love watching you fish. Did you fish at all in Hawaii?
No, I didn't have time for it. When I go back, I plan on doing some bass fishing with my buddy.
Oh man, yeah, I like it. See you fish. I know you enjoy it so much. Yeah,
Molly,
fishing. Fishing is, I love fishing too. I haven't been back fishing yet.
I think I just like fishing for money is the thing.
Oh really? I never fished for money.
Competition fishing,
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. I miss the most.
Yeah.
Molly says, hi, Chuck and Kara. It's nice to hear you enjoying your time in Thailand and like listening to you answer all the good questions about your experience. You are inspiring.
But thank you. I just know where I've been and where I'm going and, just looking forward to the future. But every day, you just chill. You just do what you want to do. And, you don't even have to have a plan. You just, okay. Well, I don't, but you do. You go places. I don't, I just like my routine.
Like FC here wants me to do a cost comparison between Hawaii and Singapore. I gave some prices. I gave some pricing in Hawaii, you know, in comparison to Thailand, I guess, but that wasn't really. I think the biggest problem in my videos is I don't really want to like think a lot of this stuff out. Like I don't want to have. I actually have a whole lot. If you go to like the blah 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 section of our playlist, a lot of informational videos, but people don't care about that stuff. Like that's not really what my channel's about. So it's really difficult to put those things together. And people, they don't care about that stuff on my channel. But of course, I'm going to talk about pricing and, you know, and my experience, our experience on our travels. I always do. But it won't be anything like official, like a price chart of this and that compared to Thailand between the two countries. Brian Homer, good to see you from Kamala Beach. Brian is a member of the channel. Thank you very much. Kamala is a beautiful place to be. I personally think Kamala is the most expensive place to be in Thailand. It's very beautiful there, but I think it's very I'm not going to say overpriced. I mean, it's the area is what you're paying for it too. It's clean for the most part, but Kamala is very expensive. I hope you're enjoying your time. Mike says, I caught so many black bass Monday. I was thinking about you, Chucky. He lives real south Florida, like stuck in Florida, on the other side of the bridge. Easy in life, no time to be sad. I love fishing too, but only with a fixed rod, like a cane pole or something. I don't know. I guess it depend on the scenario. Elliot, Kara, how is your lime green dream machine running? You have the coolest ride in town.
Yeah, I think I do have the coolest ride. Not too much competition. But we're going to put another battery in it and give it, what's that, about 3 times the power?
I don't know about power, but we're talking about duration of. We need it to be. Well, of course, it's going to run better because the voltage is not as strong as it is because one of those batteries is bad. But we're trying to get you some duration out of it, you know.
Yeah, but I love driving that thing.
Do you have any Native American blood? So many Americans have Native blood over there. I've never done that. Like, what is that test or thing that you do? I don't really care about that. But I don't think we have any Native American blood enough. I think mostly Irish, English, and German. You know?
Well, we do have some Cherokee.
We do. I didn't know that.
Yeah, Cherokee. And grandma's side.
Story on that.
Huh? No, we do have some Cherokee blood in us on my mother's side.
I always just say I'm a Heinz 57. I'm a mutt. You know,
yeah, it doesn't matter. We're all messed up. It doesn't matter.
We were free spirited.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's about it, Mom. Looks like all the questions are done. I thank you for coming on. It was awesome. You need to go have some breakfast now, huh?
No, I enjoy having a smoothie in the morning for breakfast. That's my go-to. That's when I take my vitamins.
Yeah.
You know, I am not a big eater. Food is not my jam. I don't get up in the morning and say, oh my God, what am I going to eat today? You know?
Yeah.
Food is not that. I just eat enough
breakfast is a big deal in Thailand. And they're always, my mother-in-law is always cooking because my father-in-law, he's got to have his breakfast in the morning. But that's one of their biggest meals is breakfast.
Yeah.
And lunch too. But they don't have, which is probably smarter than us. They don't have a big dinner, you know, normally.
Neither do I. Well, I only have one big meal a day, and that's about 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon is when I like to have my last meal. And I really don't get hungry after that. So that's the way I've been eating for quite some time. Since I got here.
is beer.
Huh.
Like I don't know why, but when we travel so much, beer tastes so good.
Yeah, I know. Well, it's refreshing.
And
I
the
don't
beer
drink
just
beer.
blows me up so bad. I haven't had any really that much since we've been home. And just from not drinking much beer, I've already lost like 5 kilos, you know. Of course, I'm
It's
exercising
fattening.
too, but the
Oh,
beer
yeah,
just, it makes you retain so much water, you know.
yeah,
But it comes off pretty easy when you stop it.
yeah.
But it just tastes so good when you travel.
I'm addicted
Somebody
to
came to
Pepsi.
the house. Somebody came to the house yesterday and asked Paige if she was pregnant, and she just laughed. She's like, "No, it's baby Leo."
Yeah, women don't want to hear that.
Paige is not fat by all means. She's got a little bit of a belly, but I think it's cute. I could care less, you know. Paige is not going to blow up. She's too active, you know.
Yeah.
She just has a little beer belly. It's funny. When I first met her, she was like, I don't know. I would be surprised if she weighed 40 kilo, which she didn't.
Huh.
Uh,
Yeah,
I don't
you
know.
thought she was what, 16 or she looks young and
She was
you thought
31 when I met her, and she looked like she was probably 19. She looked like maybe 20, you know,
yeah.
maybe. I had to check her license. I did. I said, let me see your driver's license. There's no
You
way.
didn't want
But you see how Thai people are. Like they age well, you know. I mean,
yeah.
it's difficult to see, you know, that. And, you know, like your neighbor across the street, I don't know how, she's in her 70s, right? Or maybe she's your age, isn't she?
I think she's younger than me, but being that
Yeah, I
woman
think she is
works.
actually.
I think she's
I mean,
60.
she doesn't look really young, but she acts like she's damn 20 the way she runs around, you know?
She runs around. Yeah, she's something else.
Yeah.
Yeah, she got a lot of energy.
All right, Mom.
All
Well, I'm
right.
going to cut it loose, let you take a break. I thank you very much for coming on, and I'll see you. And we'll be there um, maybe the 12th, I think, something like that is the date. So
All right.
a short period of
Looking
time.
forward
So
to it.
whatever you want to bring, you need to pack for 7 days. Actually, pack for a little bit more in case you decide you want to stay a little longer. You know?
I just figured I'd buy some new dresses.
Well, there's plenty of shopping opportunities. You might like this place too much and might not want to leave. But
That could
it's like,
happen.
it's like Falangville out there. So
It could happen. All right. Well, thanks for inviting me. And, you know, I hope everybody just dreams about what they want to do and go do it. And the less baggage you have, the better off you'll be for sure. I came here with 3 suitcases and now I got an apartment full of stuff, you know, but it's been a wonderful adventure. And I thank God that you brought me here and got me out of my mess. Yeah, it's a totally different life change.
yeah.
So I'm happy.
I
All right. Well,
I knew it would work out. So it's
yeah.
still
Yeah.
working.
You said I'd have a better, you told me I'd have a better quality of life, and I sure do. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
All right,
Well,
Mom. We'll talk
have fun
soon.
in Singapore. I'll talk to you probably before that, maybe. I don't know. You're leaving soon, so.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Well, have fun.
All right. Love you. Bye.
I'll talk to you later. Bye, everybody.
Well, that was fun. I don't know how long we've been on. I had to turn off my other screen here because I had a little bit of an echo. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for joining us today. I hope it was entertaining for you. I usually don't do any live streams while we're traveling. I think mostly because I don't want exact locations where we're at sometimes. And it's difficult, like when we travel outside of the country, to get decent internet, because I use an international SIM card. But this time I'm going to use my SIM card I have, my company, the company that we use here, which is, I think it's True. No, yeah, I think it's true. And they have an international package. We're going to try that this time, but a lot of it's been internet connection, and I don't know, maybe I don't want everybody to know where I'm at the exact moment sometimes. I appreciate everything, guys, the new members, the new subscribers. I hope I didn't lose anybody today. If I did, maybe it just wasn't meant to be. I don't know. Sometimes it's difficult to try to bend in everybody's direction, I have a lot of friends that I've met here that they're totally different mindset than me. I respect that. We can have good conversations and disagree, and it's okay. That's what adults do. But some people, I think nowadays, they're very intolerable to somebody that doesn't think like them. And I don't know them nothing. They don't know me nothing. This is just a YouTube channel. We search for things that entertain us, and if I'm not entertaining, then, hey, there's no problem. You don't really have to say anything derogatory. Just go ahead and find something that suits your needs. But like I said, hopefully I didn't lose you. But if you haven't subscribed, we would love to have you guys as subscribers to our channel. And yeah, good things are going to be coming here on this channel from here on out. I think I proved that here. Usually when I say something I'm going to do, I'm going to do it. Like, there's no stopping me. So once the doors open, I told you guys in the beginning that traveling was one of the main reasons why we came to Thailand. We didn't do it right at the beginning because we really enjoyed traveling around Thailand, and then the doors got closed on us. So now they're open, and yeah, we're ready to go. So subscribe if you got time. Become a member if you need something extra out of the channel. And we will see you guys. Stay tuned for tomorrow's video. I got some cool footage of our next adventure. Bye, guys.